Let go of the things you can't control and you'll find the peace you deserve. I believe in that. It sounds simple, yet putting it into practice can be a little bit of challenging, and I know because I've been in that situation. But today, I want to explore how we can make this our reality in our own lives. Hi guys, my name is Ace, and today we're discussing a topic that touches all of us at some point, which is letting go of a situation. Whether it's a past mistake, a painful memory, or an uncontrollable event. Because learning to let go is an essential part of our well being, and that's normal. Letting go is about reclaiming your peace. It's about understanding that holding on to things we cannot change only hinders ourselves in our own growth. Even though you may want to move forward in your life, you may have one foot on the brakes in order to be free. It's just part of our lives. It's part of our journey to release the hurt, to release the fear, to refuse to entertain your old pain. And that's why I wanted to share to you a deeply personal story of mine. And I promise that I will not cry because I'm not an attractive crybaby. So this was last October 2022, and I faced one of the toughest moments of my life when my father passed away. It was a year, for me, it was a year filled of pain and sorrow because losing one of your parents seems impossible to move forward, right? And like honestly, during that time, I can't even explain like what's happening. I was like, really? Like, is this true? Am I dreaming? And I was just so speechless and I don't know what to do. We're a big family and I am the eldest. And I feel the accountability to be a breadwinner of our family because my mother cannot find a job because I have a two younger siblings, which 2 to 5 years old, and I have one person with disability, one of my siblings, so it needs to have a intensive attention from my mother. So yeah, I took all the responsibility till now for providing all the needs for everyday necessity, paying the bills, financing my studies, and buying things that I love and all. So it was a painful year for me. I'm so hopeless. But through this difficult journey, I've learned a lot of invaluable lessons about letting go and finding your own peace. During that time, I found myself entangled in a lots of questions and a lots of what ifs. And I was so haunted by the desire to change the unchangeable things like why it happened, why our family and we're good people and we don't deserve this kind of treatment. Like I even questioned God a lot and why this happening? Why you let this happen to us? You're not really. You just keep my life worse and worse every time. But then I realized like, oh, why I'm acting like I can control everything. I turned around my mindset, turned the table, and acknowledged the depth of my own grief and allow myself to feel it fully. Because I believe that it is important for us to understand our own emotions, understand that it is valid for us to feel not okay. It's okay for us to mourn deeply because we're just human. And it's just normal for us to feel sad, to feel the eagerness of, at some point fear, and to just feel the emotion. Let yourself suppress your emotions because I think that's one of the things that may benefit you at some point. Anyways, listen. Acceptance is a key part of letting go. And that's what I did. It doesn't mean you are okay with what happened. It just means that recognizing that it happened and that it's out of our control. Because some changes look negative on the surface, but you will soon realize that that space is being created for your life, for something new to emerge. And shifting our own perspective, I think, is one of the most important thing for me because instead of fixating, like to fix everything about the thing on what was lost, try to focus on what you can learn and gain from the situation itself. And for me, that means cherishing the memories I have with my father and embracing the lessons he taught to me. This shift doesn't erase the pain, but I think it allows us to find the peace along the way and to keep moving forward in our own path. At first, we don't have any choice. It may sound so cliche, it may hurt someone, but we don't have any choice but to move forward. There's this one quote that's still stuck on my mind, and I don't know who said this, but the past is a place of reference, not a place of residence. We often trap ourselves in the past, reliving moments and wishing for different outcomes. But to truly move on, we must live in the present and look to the future. Another thing I think is creating a new routine. After my father's passing, I found it helpful to engage in activities that brought me joy and peace, such as journaling, exercising, finding a job, reading a book, as in, and spending time alone. I go to cinemas alone, walk alone, and do crazy shits I haven't done before. This just helped me rebuild a sense of pushing myself and stability to find more peace within ourselves even though we don't have anyone to rely on. Another thing is forgiveness. Often we hold on to guilt or grudges, like regrets, believing we could have done something differently. Or, like in my case, I was like, all the responsibility is passed on to me. But I forgive myself. I forgive my father and I forgive God because it just happened and I can't do anything. Life's too short to blame everyone and make a living, girl. What I mean by this is by forgiveness for both of yourself and others. It's about acknowledging that you did your best with the knowledge and resources that you had at that point. And in order to forgive, we must set a prisoner free and discover that the prisoner itself was you, was yourself. And learn to free it. Learn to free yourself. It's also important for us to trust that everything happens for a reason. It's just all over the place. During my grieving process, I came to believe that my father's passing, as painful as it was, it opened up a space for new growth and opportunity in my life. It reminded me to value life's moments and to pursue my passion, which is one of the things I can control. And focus on the things you can control only, because if you're struggling to let go of the situation, always remember this: you are not alone. We all face moments that challenge us to our core, to our deeply core, but letting go of what we cannot control will make new room for healing. We make new room for our own growth and for our own new beginnings. And life goes on. Okay, lastly, I think I need to add this. Take a small step each day and allow yourself to feel, to grieve, but also allow yourself to heal. Surround yourself with supportive people and activities that brings you joy. Trust in the process and believing that letting go is making space for something better. Thank you for joining me today, and if you found this discussion helpful, please share it with someone who might need it and leave a review if you have time. Remember, always remember, letting go is not the end, but the beginning of a beginning of something new. And believe in that. Until next time, take care of yourselves and keep moving forward. Adios.